Greetings, courageous lion nation of the golden age of heart, stepping forward with courage into your mission of manifesting new earth. We rise into our glory, being empowered by our divine source and our divine light, knowing that nothing can stop us in this great mission and ascension for all sentient beings of light. We are the divinely conscious ones, that with our hearts and minds we came to raise this world, to raise the frequency into the higher light. Today I would like to dedicate this transmission to a crystal child of my soul star family, Logan. It is his 10th birthday on 9/8/2020. Happy birthday, Logan. May every day be full of light and divine blessings. Little bro star of light. We had many powerful waves of energy over the last 24 hours flowing into the field. A lot of purging, releasing, letting go of these old false energies, these past traumas. Any past hurts or anything we're holding on to of the old is coming to the surface to be released, to be healed, to be honored and resolved for helping us get this far. But we no longer need the crutches and the safety nets and the walls we built around our hearts that are being shattered now. Our hearts are being ripped wide open. Our souls are fully open to the light. And many of us are feeling this great vulnerability and sensitivity as the frequency of our nervous system rising up, becoming more sensitive to the energies, to the frequencies, and literally to the world around us. The Schumann charts were jumping around all day with higher amplitude waves flowing in. The highest was 61 hertz, the 7 energy. We saw a powerful band of white light for about an hour today as these higher dimensional waves are flowing in, preparing us for the 9/9 and the 9/11 gateway next few days. We also had 127 and 1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. We had a couple earthquakes in Puerto Rico with the Atlantean energy, 3.2 and 3.0. England, UK today in Tring was a 3.9. 51.817 latitude, 0.665 longitude, 3.9 with the 12 energies, the divine feminine. We also had 4.2 in Chile, South America. Then in the portal in Turkey today, 4.7. Then again, several earthquakes in the crown of Lemuria today. Rad Islands, Aleutian Islands, 4.1. Sandpoint, we had a 3.8. Idaho today, several earthquakes, 3.9, 4.4, 3.2, and a 3.0. The most powerful today, 5.0 in Tonga, right on the ring of fire. And in the Philippines, with the Lemurian energy, also 5.3. 44 minutes ago at 3:41 UTC, 122.2 miles from Sarangani, Indonesia. We have the 8/8 and the 2/2/2. Many of these 8/8 energies coming in today with these Lion Nation energies as we rise up in the courage of the lion, the heart of the lion. And as we journey into the 9/9 portal of completion, 99 sky beings connected with each of us for our great missions. And we're completing the cycles within cycles and finishing out and completing these stories of separation and suffering as we prepare for this quantum leap into the higher consciousness of Homo Luminous, beings of light. We'll start today's first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Maria Nessa. Dear starseeds, those who call you crazy are the mere ones who have fallen into a deep sleep. Keep being yourself. The world will go on. Your light matters. If this message touches your heart, then it is for you. Never give up. You have come a long way to be where you are. Do not let any controlled AI, robot, artificially created programs or sleepers, small-mindedness, incarnations who refuses love, ever influence you. Emotional healing, command 771. Try this out loud for emotional healing. Do not listen to their mind control tactics. You are on the right path when you stand up for truth, justice, and for what is right. Release yourself from any contracts ever made, any fear, anything that may cause you sadness. Let the ones who try to project this deal with their own karma. It is not yours. You are merely being reminded of your strengths. If you are a starseed, remember that you are a light in the darkness. You chose to be here, and you are never alone. Heaven has your back. Command 1221. This command will activate a team from the heavenly motherships to assist you now. Try it, dear one, and see for yourself. Command 1221. The darkness will be over soon, dear ones, and you will have heaven on earth. It is the gift that God brings to all. Your bravery for the earth mission is what makes you shine so bright. Congratulations for being you. Your fighting spirit in a world that's been full of programs and fear is what brings all to new heights in frequency. You are helping and part of the heavenly team. Maybe you remember some part of who you really are. Your greatest strength is your knowing of higher wisdom and love. Reach for that. The most inner part of your high heart. Know and trust your highest truth and highest self. All the answers are within you. May God's love be with all who are here now to help bring heaven on earth. And so it is. Maria Nessa, the Golden Age of Goddess.com. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Pars Kute. We do not wait for the awakening. We become the awakening. We become aware now of the planets and the solar system and the soul, our sun. And then looking through the solar sun, just with our thoughts we can travel, and we travel through the sun out into the galaxy toward the central sun of the galaxy, and then through that central sun into the many galaxies beyond the millions and billions of galaxies beyond, all the way to the central sun of the universe, the cosmic source of all of creation in this universe. We feel the immense energy here, but we also feel a connection, and we know that we originated from this source long, long, long ago. We know that we are one with the source, this cosmic source, and we all become aware of all the energy now that has been coming from the source, all of the waves of energy that have been moving through the universe, through the galaxies, through the central suns of all the galaxies, into the solar system and to the earth. And we can watch wave after wave after wave that has been coming through. And we also now see waves that have not yet reached the earth that are still in transit, still coming. But they don't travel by way of time, they travel by way of vibration. So that as the vibration is already here in the solar system, then they can reach the solar system. So vibration and consciousness is what is required to bring these waves of energy to Earth. And as consciousness has been increasing throughout the planet, these waves have been coming. But yet there are waves that have not yet come and are holding back, waiting for the right vibration to be reached so that they can come to the Earth. Strike the earth and raise consciousness yet more, a little bit more and a little bit more, and at times, even in fell swoops all at once. But there is that one wave, the one that still sits far out into the galaxies beyond this galaxy. We can see it just sitting there waiting, a wave of energy that we know that is approaching, and as consciousness increases on the planet, the wave comes closer and closer, and as man awakens more and more across the planet, man will attract this wave, this final wave, the wave that will create the solar flash in our sun so that the changeover can commence. Now for a moment let us visualize this wave coming, making its final approach, coming through the sun, creating a blast of energy in the sun, a blast of energy, a flash of energy, of light that will be seen across the entire planet, almost as if a new sun has been born, as people will see it in that respect and look up in wonderment. And yes, unfortunately, some will still fear, but most, because of the vibrations that accompany this flash of light, people will feel these vibrations, feel this light, this energy, this love that is the cosmic source love, and the love will overcome anything that is of fear in those moments. And as many people will not be acclimated to these energies by this point, some will have difficulty with this. But those of us that have been preparing and readying our central nervous system, our DNA will welcome this light. We'll take this light within us. We know that in those moments it is transforming us, not into the full ascension, but deeply into the ascension process, as if we were moving to a new phase. And we see that new phase now as it overwhelms us with bliss, with love, with connection to our higher source that we have not felt at a conscious knowing level for many, many, many lifetimes. But we welcome this energy, and we remember this energy. We remember this connection because in that moment we will understand the universe, because we will know that we are the universe. We are love incarnate. We are the light, the way, and the truth. So we see now the results and changeover that will happen across the planet. Let's visualize how we would want it to be. We see people coming together everywhere. We see animals coming together everywhere. Animals that at one time would prey upon another, but now they have no reason to, because love has taken over, and plants and flowers everywhere blooming, growing, and the sky, we see the sky as brilliant blue, like we've never seen the sky before, only in our dreams, maybe. The air is crystal clear and clean, and the negative ions that we love so much, when we go near the ocean or other bodies of water, we feel those negative ions just blissfully washing over us. This, my friend, is the event. This is the event that catapults us into the next stages of the ascension process with sacred love of one, Pars Kute. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. Since the September 2nd Pisces full moon, the walls blocking the Divine Masculine's heart from giving and receiving love has been quickly crumbling. This is clearing your counterpart from hoarding their love from you. The equilibrium point is complete. The 1111 union code of your 144 DNA first fruits, 12 strands masculine times 12 strands feminine, has commenced. The seed point of the devil as a third-party karmic is leaving your life, and union this week. Justice prevails. This is opening the doors of a new dawn for the phoenix to rise and rekindle your love as first fruits. We are walking through the doorway into our new hearts as the 144 DNA first fruits, holy beloveds. The truth is in your new name. It is your new name that you shall now keep. Ezekiel 36:26. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments, and do them. Revelation 3:12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of the heaven from my God, and will write upon him my new name. God's promises are kept. Judgment from the heavens are here to free the brides, so that we may ascend into the Holy Spirit and rapture DNA, freedom. Judgments are served over narcissistic relationships and marriages you both have had to endure on a soul level. This is the end of the seed point of harassment from the Jezebel spirit for good. Your verdicts of dharma, abundance, bliss, rapture, and union are your rewards. Remain strong while final endings are occurring and dissolving. This is actual and factual. The second coming of Christ is imminent and happening. Heartbreak is healing in you and your counterpart. Know that you are fully protected, while the fears of being hurt again are dissolving. This is all in preparation for your ascension. Purification is happening in both the divine masculine and feminine Christ. Your feminine abilities, sacral and womb chakras are all healing and restoring, bringing you major emotional fulfillment and love and union. This continues daily to the Virgo new moon. Final verdicts are landing over those that broke your hearts. Triggers are surfacing to release. This is all for your rapture. Remain strong and courageous, knowing that your blessed union is already complete. Balance over false flames and karmic relationships is required through judgments and verdicts today. This pause in your reality is to ensure this all completes on the back end, so you both are free to enter a healthy, honest, compatible union together. From KundaliniTwinFlames.com, We have the rose card of love, relationships, and harmony, and the giraffe card with the pink blossoms in Africa, the card of thriving in love and healthy relationships. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Matt Licata. It is not an error that you have been born a sensitive human being with a tender nervous system and a heart that is sometimes raw and broken. Your vulnerability is not a mistake, but has been placed inside you as a portal into aliveness. It is shaky here and surging with life. While the world may try to convince you to mend the brokenness and to resolve the contradictory feelings, look carefully to see if this is in resonance with the vow you have taken. Hidden inside the broken and the abandoned are jewels of dark and of light, and the unfolding mystery of separation and union. But this revelation is not perceivable by means of ordinary vision. When the longing burns away the dream of separation, the petals of love will unfold inside you, and all that will remain is what you are and always have been, a firestorm of unprecedented creativity. While the path of the heart may not always feel safe, what you are is the vast space in which all feelings come and go. There is nothing more safe than that. There is nothing more holy than that. From MattLicataPhD.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru. With only 48 hours until Mars begins its once in 2-year retrograde, the past and personal responsibility keep cropping up for a reality check. If you've been holding back thinking that the time isn't right, consider that you are beyond time. From ElizabethPeru.com. Today from the Archangelic Calendar. Gaia is in the water element as a river of energy has engulfed the planet. Instead of going against the currents, Gaia becomes water and becomes one with its energetic flow. In the observation of Gaia, there are many lessons to be learned in how she approaches her day. There is so much deception on planet Earth everywhere, even within the lightworker communities. We see evil agendas at play. Trickery is one reason why I urge you to take nothing anyone is saying to heart unless your inner, higher self verifies it via your feelings and emotions. Galactic news. It would be super easy for me to take a shot at the Galactic Federation of Light for their lack of effort a few years back, because it seems to be a hot topic, although this is something I wrote about in great length a while ago. We have since rectified the situation and have a good working relationship. In many ways, they have directly caused the empowerment of the lightworkers by doing nothing and forcing them to do so. The lightworkers are the insurance policy of Earth, and we were never supposed to be in this situation, but here we are. We are on good terms with the Galactic Federation of Light. Still, we will admit to having somewhat of a trepidatious relationship since forming the Sirian-Arcturian-Pleiadian alliance. Shortly after writing this, I received a reply from a very loud hawk flying above me. I have stated this many times. When a galactic angelic wishes to make contact in the physical, they send the birds who speak both languages first. Regarding the hawk, I usually do not share personal stories in hopes that you never make me your teacher, and as I stated before, it is more vital for you to check within than check with anyone else. Therefore, I try to keep my human self out of the equation, but I must digress on that point if it is relevant to the context. That said, it is no secret that I linked to the Anunnaki hive mind during my first coma, life-death walk, at which point I agreed to do some PR for the returning star race. Keep in mind that some factions of the Anunnaki are our biggest supporters and #1 cheerleaders. Still, of course, like any other planet, you have your fair share of psychos, but for the most part, they are incredibly supportive and eager to connect. In related news, the Galactic Federation of Light financial system is finally wholly in place. Philosophical nourishment. There was a bee caught between my window, and I kept asking him if he needed help, and he kept emphatically saying no. It took him 2 days, but he finally found his way out, even though it would have taken him less time with my assistance. He knew that the lessons learned of the journey and the self-confidence of achieving it would have been tainted with my help. How many of us are like this bee? Is this the same sentiment the Galactic Federation of Light was projecting? My sky is as blue as is yours, but our perception of blue could be completely different. I could see it as orange and you green. This variation is a consequence of individual perception. It will appear different and yet be the same to all in observation. 3D news. If you recall the psychic void over the transition time from 3D into 5D Armageddon, you are familiar with what 3D October looks like from a psychic perspective. In other words, if you are trying to see what is going to happen on the 3D timelines of Earth, the information is not available. There are many reasons this could have happened, but the most likely is the tremendous 3D metaphysical battle taking place at that time. The atrocities in China are comparable to those of World War II. The significant difference is that the CCP is sneaky and the Nazis were in your face about it. Even though behind the scenes organized darkness is in full retreat, they have contingency plans, including doing as much damage to Earth as possible before, during, and after the U.S. election. The comet is not going to physically hit Earth, as we receive more nonsense from NASA. Unless they purposely change its trajectory, all is well. We are in a transition phase, and it is seemingly going to last until the northern hemisphere spring. It is important to stick together over the winter. Kindness will be pivotal to humanity. The issue at hand is that the masses have figured out they are being lied to, now that the masses' inner self, cognitive reasoning is on to the deception. It will not continue much longer. Consequently, we see many on the 3D timelines joining us in 5D. A primary news source is about to get hacked and disabled beyond repair. Engineering. The all-6 entrance gate has been opened and it looks exactly like a flower of life. The energy coming from this roaming anomaly will open everyone to higher aspects of information and energy. There is no exception to this rule, and this is one of the most potent portals this planet has ever seen because of its sentient nature. You can feel free to work with this portal at your leisure, but it is also in today's assignments. If you run into the many lost beings in the ether, they mean you no harm. They are confused at how they left the earth, and you must explain that the disease did not kill them, the treatment of the disease did. It will give them the push they need to move on to the Cygnus, and that's CYGNUS, constellation, by explaining this to them. The Saturn codes work to utter perfection, and kudos to the Lightworker Legion, responsible for the massive upswing of energy. Consequently, number codes will be evident everywhere as the new galactic matrix is complete. 5D news. The first humans the archangels encountered were the indigenous of Earth. Their relationship was very personal and beyond caring. Much like the Essenes, their departure left a giant void which negative energies took the opportunity to fill. An engineering snafu caused the void, as the Tree of Life grid of Atlantis and Lemuria had open-ended slots for star races to enter. We have since rectified the situation, and after a millennia of work, it is complete. Time will jump back and forth as the median perspective leaves the lower timelines. The clock on the wall may seem broken, but it is not. Legion news. The Rebel Legion is about to be challenged by MSM, and we are telling you, in way advance, be ready for a full-on propaganda battle. Space wind, incoming energies, and massive ascension symptoms will significantly affect the animal and plant legions. That is not to say that it will not affect the light workers, but the animals and plants seem to be especially sensitive. I am condensing and paraphrasing the full message from Archangel Raphael. It says that the Lightworker Legion does not spend enough time on healing modalities. The tools for today's assignment are in the link in the description below. The assignments for today. Since arriving on the stellar timeline, we have seen an upswing in energy, which we consistently cause. We still have to let certain events play out, but this is the diluted version of what could have been. We need a climax for our cognitive mind's benefit, and this is the most gentle transition it would allow. Our reality is a projected movie playing out on the grandest stage of them all, quantum physicality. Haiti is proving to be more of an intergalactic trading post than one could imagine. Everything from sentient life forms to intergalactic explosives is available here. The easiest way to resolve the situation is to violet flame the island and look for dark abnormalities, portals, and beings. Once you locate said things, go at them with sword and shield and then escort them to the nearest giant exit portal. We have disabled Saturn's malevolent portals on other timelines, and it seems to be congruent on this timeline. What is left incomplete is the balancing entrance portals, and thus we must put a plethora of benevolent outlets on Saturn. You can erect this portal in various ways, but pen and pad will not be as helpful in this circumstance. Envision the portal opening on Saturn, and write the portal code key on its circumference. In all fairness, this is more of a stargate than a portal, but we do not get hung up on semantics around here. The gate codes of the new Saturn portal are as follows. Portal code key 7777111. Utilize the all-6 gate by sending the following lights through the portal to engulf the Earth. To do so, you must superposition yourself to the 7th dimension and send the following color codes: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, black, copper, bronze, brown, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. The metaphysical version of the Atlantean continent has fully risen. The blank slate is an opportunity to reinvent what we think of as Atlantis. Most of us hearing this have either called home or frequented Atlantis in past lives, and thus have some less than positive, preconceived notions about the continent. We must remove these notions, and now it is time to reinvent Atlantis. Envision your ideal Atlantis and then engulf the notion in bright golden light to add physicality to it. This blessing will mean so much coming from you, as if you are reading this, you have achieved high metaphysical honors somewhere across your past or current lifetimes. After you have visioned and bathed in gold, let go of this notion and allow the continent to bloom into such majesty. The Sphinx has many maintenance-related tasks on this timeline. There is a pretty famous Stargate below the Sphinx that is not active on this timeline. Go behind the right ear to lift the left paw, to open the door and access the Stargate underneath. Use golden light to engulf the gate in its entirety, then pulse silver and platinum lightning throughout its circumference. A favorite gate for the Lyrans, Polarians, and other ancient star races will encourage their presence. The relationship between Luna and Mars is long and passionate. When they get together in a dancing spirit, it has incredible effects on humanity. Bounce the following lights from your heart chakra to the dancing celestial bodies, and then allow these amplified lights to engulf the Earth. Color codes: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, black, copper, bronze, brown, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. The Akashic record is a database of all events, and then some, like everything else, are subject to the timeline that we are on. This specific timeline has a glitch in the Akashic, which can easily be fixed by flushing white light, plasma, and lightning through the living library's hallways. To locate these hallways, look on the 6th dimension. It seems a lot like a never-ending library to the cognitive mind. There is a void of nothingness where there is no hope. This is exclusively on 3D timelines. From your 5D perspective, light up the dark masses on the lower timelines with any colors you wish. From the ArchangeliCalendar.com, and today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 163, Blue Resonant Night. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its key words are inspire, attune, and channel. The 7th day of a wave spell is all about fine-tuning your intuition and listening to your inner voice. Be still and meditate if you like. Fine-tuning takes relaxation because we all have intuition, but we tend not to be still enough to make good use of it. Spirit is always trying to speak to us, but over the years we have become unaccustomed to receiving the messages. Today is Blue Night, and its keywords are dreaming, abundance, and intuition. The Blue Night has a wonderful imagination and always invites us to use ours too. Today is about dreaming and the abundance it can bring. As it is a resonant day, we can tune into our dreams and bring them out of dark into our conscious minds. This means that today we can use our intuition to feel which dream is ripe for coming true and which dream should be left alone. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Resonant Night, Kin 163, 8 September 2020, Attuning to the Dream, 8/9/2020 equal 8/9/22 equal 894 equal 84 equal 12 equal 3, 8 Infinity Abundance Source Flow, 9 Destiny Humanity Service Endings Compassion, 4 Form Structure Foundation Earth, 3 Holy Trinity Joy Creativity, Kin 163 equal 10, Manifestation Leadership Power New Beginnings, a day for attuning to the path, for manifesting our dreams. Day 7 in the Red Earth wave spell of evolution, through navigating our way through the signs, synchronicity, and earth magic, flowing and aligning with the rhythms and cycles of Nova Gaia. Today is a day of inspiring dreaming, where we are guided by our far-reaching visions, following our intuition and listening to the synchronicities, leading to the manifestation of our dreams. Tone of creation, resonant tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channel, essence attunement. The resonant tone very powerfully ignites the potential for great alchemy today, as it provides the ability to fine-tune and channel the divine forces available to us all, to walk through the doorways, offering new pathways and opportunities. Today we are super sensitive as we are attuned through our senses, the emotional feeling body, so tune in and feel what your body is sensing. At tone 7, our vibrating phenomenon learns to be still and to listen. Mystical 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment, number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, giving you the magic to manifest your dreams. So what are you attuned to today? Attuning to the emotional body to uncover and release these blocks that have been held deeply hidden for so long in our cellular memory. Dare to look down into the dungeon of your past, and you will find the key to set your prisoners free. Once you have finally freed these last lingering remnants of scarcity, you can now energize and attune to prosperity. Use your golden key to access this higher realm through the dream time. The dream time is a dimension where we hold the vision to create our current reality. The Australian original people hold the dreaming codes for our entire planet. The rhythm of dance, trance music, and attuning to the heartbeat of Mother Gaia is the key to accessing this realm. The dream time is very real and holds incredible power, accessing infinite opportunities. It is a field where all potential, past and future, are held in the same matrix as the present moment. In this space you can dream a different reality into being, enter into the mystery of Akbal, where reality is actually created. In becoming a conscious dreamer, you can assist in literally creating a new reality for yourself, as well as contributing to the larger collective and planetary dream that is emerging. By focusing on this creation, your thoughts and intentions are projected at superliminal speeds across the crystal grid network that encompasses universes. This energetic field seeds, supports, and empowers the creation of an unfolding reality. When a critical threshold of energy has been focused on a clear intent, such as collective abundance or world peace, the underlying constructs of reality begin to shift, and a new reality begins filtering into human experience. Make no mistake, great change is seeded by conscious dreamers who understand and know that they are co-creating the larger dream. Pay extra attention to your dreams today, tonight, as they may reveal clues to your future abundance. Today's question is, how can I attune to the vision of collective abundance to live a truly inspired life? Divine blessings for finding your golden key to unlock your prosperity. Great dreams really do come true. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66, Kin 163, Blue Resonant Night. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to dream. Inspiring intuition, I seal the input of abundance. With the resonant tone of attunement, I am guided by the power of vision. Beloved beings of light, with the great power of your visions, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. your visions, your dreams, your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. As always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support on Patreon. I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Kaylin, for your pledge. Thank you, Divine Sister. And I'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Wendy, for raising your pledge. Much appreciated. Angels, if you'd like to support my work and mission, you can do so at patreon.com/primedisclosure. And I would also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Yanka, for your pledge. Much appreciated. I truly appreciate all of your support and your kindness, and for shining your lights brightly. This truly has been quite a journey and adventure together, beloved beings of light. And there are many great things to come. We ain't seen nothing yet, great ones. So many beautiful connections and journeys today. I don't know where to begin. I'd just like to give my thanks to my sacred team of the Divine 44 and our deep connections we've had over the last year or so, and our angels on Patreon, and all of you with your beautiful comments. It's very heartwarming and uplifting and really keeps me going, putting out this information and transmissions for all of you in humanity. And so many of you are seeing my vision of the eagle and the condor and sanctuary healing retreat, and I'm going to do my best to fulfill my missions and bring as much beauty to this world as I can manifest for the new earth and for humanity and for all of you. And I know my great journey will begin very soon to reunite and unite with my beloved Venusian queen, the Elven nation, the great condor, sacred Shakti. And through this divine union, my vision is to transmit the highest energies, codes, frequencies of love to all of humanity, and to assist all of you great beings to be reunited, reconnected with your highest loves, your highest unions of the Christos Magdalene, the Shakti Shiva, Isis Osiris, the greatest divine unions for all eternity. Today, many synchronicities and codes. On one of my journeys today, as I looked at the temperature at 88 degrees, the 88 Lionsgate, I looked up. The license plate on the car I was passing was Bumble 8. So sometimes I call the great queen my queen bee, the great bumblebee, and the 8 connected to the Council of 8, which is assisting the eagle, the white gold eagle, to learn how to fly and to learn to activate the deepest courage to go on this greatest mission, this greatest journey. And as I saw the Bumble 8, a minute later, someone walking by with a sport shirt on with 73, bright orange, a bright orange 73. Another confirmation from Source and our angelics, because those that follow this channel know that 73 and the 37 symbolizes to me heaven on earth. That's also a 1010 portal, the first portal to the sacred condor. There will be 5 for each dimension, and then the 6 is the sacred nest, the golden nest of the gold condor of the south, divine feminine. And these Magdalene energies are coming in moment by moment. The priestess of the moon, divine goddess, divine feminine, Jesus Christus and the 3 Marys, the Mother Mary, the Sister Mary, and divine counterpart, divine union, Mary Magdalene of the sacred rose. She is here for all of us, for all humanity, to assist us on this great ascension to manifest new earth. And tonight, as I stood by the raging river that still flooded right after sunset, I did an hour of, from our lineage of the Kunlun, the 5 elements practice, which I'll be able to teach all of you in the sanctuary once it's built. I cannot teach our Neigong or higher arts online. So the 5 elements, there's a different posture for each element of the 5 in the Taoist arts. We have the wood for the liver and gallbladder, the color green. We have the fire for the heart and the small intestines, the color red. We have the earth for the stomach, spleen, the color yellow. We have the metal element for the lungs and the large intestines, the color white. And we have the water for the kidneys, bladder, that is the color blue or black. Water takes on many forms. The surface reflects the sky, the blue sky, the heavens above, and the deep depths, total darkness. And that is the yin energy. The fire is the yang, takes on red or white. The white flame is the hottest. And as I stood doing my practices, these divine arts, the elementals all around me, they got pitch black. The river was raging by, white flashes of light all around. The elementals were speaking through the trees, many different codes. There were energies coming in and out of the waters. The sky beings were with us. There were many sounds of clicking and popping and frequencies coming in. The veil is getting thinner every day, and as the flooding and raging rivers receding slowly, it's revealing a very surreal landscape where it smooths out the earth and clears everything, that it brings a new energy and to stand barefoot on Pachamama and the earth as we call on the elements and we feel into the energies. It's very activating and very powerful, especially with our sacred path, the divine feminine. It is the waters, the sacred waters, the holy water, and it is the downward flow, the quick path, the path of least resistance. As we stand in the eye of the storm, at the bank of the river, we dive on into the tornado, into the river, letting go of the edge. Let it carry us to Oz or to Wonderland or to Never Never Land, the land where dreams come true. With this great faith and great courage, we dive into the abyss, into the current, into the stream of consciousness, to tap into our infinite creative potential, to create heaven on earth, to create the new earth. And the crystal children are here to assist us. The angelics are here to assist us. The higher dimensionals, all our ancestors, the star nations, the sky beings. But it is up to us to activate our heart center, to tap into that cosmic consciousness, the still white magnetic light at the center, the 0 point, that is the central sun. So we let go into that energy, into that feeling, while holding our vision for new earth, of infinite light, infinite life, infinite abundance for all humanity. And we rise up through that energy that lifts you up like a vortex, a sacred spiral. It is the sacred toroidal field that flows through your central channel, your rainbow bridge. It is double toroidal, the Merkaba field. The pyramid up rotates clockwise, the pyramid down counterclockwise. And we balance both worlds, the physical, the non-physical, the electricity, the magnetism, the yin, the yang. When you look at the yin-yang symbol, you see that sine wave in the middle, that separation. It is the serpent, the S, sine, wave. It is the pulse we call the one law, the rise and fall, the crest and the trough of the wave, the peak and the valley of the mountain. They're intrinsically linked, and it is the pulse of the universe, the pulse of your heart, the rise and the fall. It is the half of the double torus and the figure 8. It also symbolizes linear time. And the nonlinear is the non-physical, or what we call spatial time. And those two worlds come together to free consciousness from all time loops, all timelines, and any false archonic programming. Because through this great vision, the eyes of our spirit open, and we know all things, because we know all are one. That is the unity consciousness, the 9th level of the sacred Mayan pyramids, which we reached in 2012, and is the catalyst for this quantum leap that we're all preparing for into light body Homo Luminous. And that is why we all came to this realm at this time, is to assist Great Spirit and Gaia and all sentient beings through this great awakening and this great ascension as our final mission in 3D to transform this realm, merging all timelines into the 5D and beyond. So thank you for joining us on this great journey and adventure and great mission, warriors of the light, shining brightly into the night, with our diamond swords of truth, forging a new way for this new time, this new Eden of eternal bliss consciousness. It is this myth and symbol of the Garden of Eden, of paradise in a conscious state, fully awake and fully aware of the great beauty of the I Am and its infinite creative potential. So keep walking your sacred path with heart, eyes open and aware in great gnosis, our people of knowledge. I love you all. Namaste.